Clix is one of the best players to ever touch this game. This comes down to multiple things, one being his settings, one being his window settings, and third of all being his sensitivity. And in this video I'll be explaining all of those in literally one video, so if you watch till the very end, and I promise you, if you copy these settings exactly, you'll be immediately better at Fortnite. I'm not joking. But boys, I'm not going to waste time anymore. If you can do one thing in return for me, please do leave a like, please do subscribe, as it means so much to me. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so getting straight into it now, boys. First of all, we're going to be talking about his display settings. Now, some of these settings have actually changed, so make sure you actually do take note of what has actually changed. Windowed mode, of course, he's playing full screen. It gives the lowest delay possible. Only reason you shouldn't be playing full screen is if you have another application that you need to have windowed mode on, for example, Crosshair X. But obviously, Clix does not use Crosshair X. Resolution, he is playing the native resolution of 1920 by 1080. In my opinion, the best res you can possibly play right now. This because it gives the lowest input delay you can possibly get. Because this season of Fortnite, I'm not gonna lie, you don't need the best of the best PC. Because this season of Fortnite, it doesn't require too much from your PC. That's why playing native is actually really good. The only reason some people don't play native is obviously because it's worse quality if you play stretch res. Other words, meaning your frames will be higher and your input delay will be actually better. But this season of Fortnite, you don't need to worry about that. Frame rate limit, he is playing 360 FPS. By the way, that is so much. That's actually crazy. Most of us don't even have a 240Hz monitor, let alone a 360Hz monitor, and let alone our PC actually running 360 frames. Now, to know what frame rate limit you guys should be playing, this is the rule of thumb. So let's say your monitor is 144Hz. In my opinion, this is the average monitor that you guys watching may have. You should play 160 FPS. You should always play your FPS in game one setting above your monitor. So obviously 160 FPS in Fortnite, 140Hz as your monitor, that's completely fine. That's because if you have any frame stutters, your 160 frames may just drop down to 140, and let's say that is completely fine. But if you're playing 140 frames in game, you have a stutter, it may go down to like 110, and that's when you actually see a bit of a difference. Now moving on to his next setting, which will be the HUD scale. Now I say this in most of my videos, you should not be playing 100%, you shouldn't be playing 90%, that is way too big. Basically what the HUD scale is how big your map is, how big your materials are, how big your inventory is. You guys get the gist. Now you should be playing between the ideal range of 60 and 70%. Clix is playing 69%. Between that ideal range, all the pros are playing between 60 and 70, so pick a HUD scale there. Obviously, if you go below that, in my opinion, like let's say 40%, your inventory will be so tiny, your materials will be so tiny, you won't be able to read it, boys. That's the whole reason that 60 to 70 is that perfect range. Now moving on to his graphics settings, brightness, he's on 100%, obviously completely fine. You don't want anything below 100% in case the map is actually quite dark. If it's nighttime, you're below 100% brightness, it's so bad for your PC, you won't be able to see anything. Colorblind mode, now this is super important. Clix is not playing with any colorblind setting. Now most people I've done in the past for this season of Fortnite, the pros, they're not playing any colorblind mode this season. This is because no colorblind mode this season, you can see it in the storm easiest. I'm not joking. In previous seasons we've seen like Jute and Rope, if you have it on like number 7 colorblind strength, you can see in the zone so clearly. But in this season of Fortnite, colorblind mode off is literally completely fine, and that's what I recommend you guys should do as well. Now for his graphics quality, I know this is pretty much very similar as what it used to be, except there's one major change, and that's not the view distance. The view distance is still on medium, and if you're thinking why is that not on low, the view distance basically, obviously it says in the title how far you can see in the distance. Obviously if you're medium, you can see the guns from so far away. If you're on low, it'll be all blurred out. So all of you guys watching this video, please do play on medium or above. It's completely fine, it doesn't have any effect on your PC. But one thing about Clix that I've noticed, he is playing textures on high. I've not seen any other pro playing anything above medium. Clix obviously has the best of the best PC. There's a reason he's doing this, which I could not tell you guys, but you guys watching this video should not copy this. I'm not gonna lie, do not copy it. Textures on high uses so much strain on your CPU, it's crazy. Your frames will go so low. But obviously Clix has the best PC, he doesn't need to worry anything like that. Textures he has on high, effects low, everything else on low, apart from view distance medium, textures on high. You guys need to take note of that. Now for one of the most important settings of his video, his X and Y sensitivity. This is coming to such a shock to most of you when I tell you guys this, but for his keyboard, by the way, he is using his own keyboard, the Clix Cotton Candy keyboard. I'm not joking, that's what it's called. Quite a good keyboard, but I'm not gonna lie, if you guys are living in the UK, you won't be able to get this. Even if you're in the US, it's pretty much sold out everywhere. And the mouse he is using, boys, this is the best mouse you can possibly get. Obviously Clix, he's got quite a bit of money, so he can spend his money on this. You guys watching this video, I do not recommend you buying this mouse because it's just too excessive. Final Mouse Ultralight X Medium, boys, I'm not gonna lie, I think this mouse costs like $400, $500. That's literally the same prices my CPU on his mouse, which is crazy to me, but obviously it's super good mouse, super responsive. DPI, he is playing 800 DPI. So you guys watching this video, I really do recommend you play that, but these settings I do not recommend you play, because listen to this, his sensitivity. X sensitivity is 8.7, Y-axis sensitivity 6.3. Yes, you've heard that right, by the way. He plays different X and Y sensitivity for some reason. 8.7, 6.3. I have no idea why. This is so bad for Fortnite. I don't see any other pros doing this, but obviously if Clix is used to it, he can do whatever he wants. Completely fine, obviously. Targeting sensitivity 60%. Again, not a normal sensitivity, always playing 50% for other pros. Scope sensitivity 35%. Clix one of the best snipers in the game, so obviously it works for him. But you guys watching this, do I recommend this for you? No, not really at all, but you guys can give it a try. 35% for his scope. Building and editing, the one normal setting he has, 100%, 100%. Any of you guys watching this video, no matter if you're controller or KBM, if you're playing different building and editing, it messes you up so much. I'm not gonna lie, it should mess you up targeting and scope as well, but obviously Clix plays different. He's a pro at the game, so it doesn't matter. But that is his sensitivity and his in-game settings. Now let's go to his Windows settings, which are super important. Okay boys, the first thing I want you guys to do for his Windows tweak, by the way, this took me so long to figure out, so please do leave a like on this video for me finding this out. Go over to my Discord link, join it quickly, and you'll be in the Gingy Tweaking army. We have over like 3,000 members in here. One thing we do as well, by the way, just newly, we've had over 219 orders on this now. Tweak PC, one-to-one PC tweaks with my professional tweaker. His name is Ruffy. He's on Fortnite pros, Valorant pros, CSGO pros. So if you want some of the best one-to-one tweaks, he does it all for you. Just literally open a ticket in here and we'll get it sorted for you guys. But for you guys watching this YouTube video, if you want to go onto the announcements page, want something for free, quick and easy, get onto announcements. Go right here, Control C, close this Discord link. Now we open up CMD, command prompt, right click, run as admin. You guys already know what to do. Now this took me so long to find out because I had to get in touch with Clix's personal PC tweaker. And once you have the code pasted, literally Control V right here, press enter, just like so. You know it's worked when it says method execution successful. What this does, it puts your CPU priority onto literally right here, it says high priority. So let's say you're in Fortnite, you have a bit of lag before this. If you put that code in, your CPU is on high priority, high responsiveness. You type something on your keyboard, it comes up on your PC literally within milliseconds. It's so good for your PC. And obviously we got many more of this and much more advanced stuff than this. If you go to our one-to-one tweaking in our Discord channel, make a ticket and we'll just have a chat, boys. One thing other that Clix has done to his PC, search right here, GPU, graphic settings pops up. Hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. I don't recommend all of you guys turning this on, boys. If you have a Ryzen 3 or a Ryzen 5, please do not have this on. It causes strain in your CPU to the point where it actually literally does the opposite. It actually increases latency and decreases performance because of the strain it has. If you have a good CPU like me or some other people, Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9, turn this on. Completely fine with your PC. Your PC can definitely handle it. One other thing right here, if you don't have Fortnite here, it's completely fine, by the way. Most PC tweakers say, oh, go onto browse, go onto game files, click Fortnite high priority. You guys know already what to do here. That does nothing, by the way. It literally does nothing for your PC at all. I've tried it so many times. But if you have it here, it's not an issue. If you don't have it here, not an issue. Once we're done with that, please do leave a like on this video. Please do subscribe, as honestly this video took me so long to find out his information. But without further ado, I'll see you guys on further on this week.